We usually think of maps as being carefully plotted by surveyors and satellites, but sometimes the layout of a region is drawn in a single afternoon by the frantic, bloody footprints of a wild animal. To understand how this happens, we have to look back at the ancient landscape of Tamil Nadu. This was an era long before highways and concrete cut through the earth. Nature dictated human settlement, and the forests held absolute dominance. The events of this story were never carved into stone pillars or government records. The history survived strictly through oral tradition. A man named Aya A. Plavendran committed the exact details to memory, passing them down generations until Reverend Father Aral Prakasam Irudayaraj finally archived them. It began when a massive wild tiger stepped out from the dense forest and directly into human sight, triggering a relentless 10-kilometer pursuit through the brush. That chase lasted only a few hours, but it ended up etching itself into the local dialect and the physical map, proving that the struggle for survival can sometimes leave a record more permanent than ink. This chart shows the geographical scale of the historical pursuit. The starting line of this epic run sits far to the west of modern-day Pulickanmoi. It began at a place we now know as Kattupuli. In Tamil, Kattu means dense forest, and Puli means tiger. The initial shock of this massive predator emerging from the wild was so profound to the locals, they named the exact spot after the encounter. As the villagers rallied and gave chase, the tiger bolted east. Exhausted from the heat and the immediate pursuit, the animal eventually paused near a large local lake to catch its breath. That tense standoff beside the water birthed a new name, Pulickanmoi, literally Tiger Lake. The local village and the water body still hold this title today. Extreme moments of human fear and adrenaline act as catalysts. They pin a word to a location forever, weaving the local language directly into the shape of the land. The hunt pushed further east to another stretch of water. Crucially, this next location is strictly a lake, not a village, and it's here that the historical memory fractures into two parallel tracks. Oral historians split the narrative. Half the elders call the lake Padal Pulickanmoi, noting the tiger sprinted across a dry, barren stretch of land. The other half call it Potai Pulickanmoi, recalling that during a brutal clash, the tiger suffered a severe eye injury. Bleeding and desperate, the tiger scrambled away again. This time, it sought cover in the suffocating, tangled roots of massive, ancient trees. Because the animal squeezed itself into that natural fortress to evade capture, the nearby water source became known as Pulickanmoi, or Root Tiger Lake. Anticipating the tiger's path, hunters rushed ahead to a small settlement. They laid out massive traps and nets to end the chase, earning the spot the name Valaiyampatti, Net Village. Yet, despite its wounds, the highly intelligent predator managed to navigate completely around the barricades. These differing accounts, the barren land, the blinded eye, the empty nets, capture every angle of a chaotic, life-or-death struggle against an unforgiving wilderness. 10 kilometers from where it first stepped out of the tree line, the chase finally ran out of ground. The exhausted beast was cornered and decisively overwhelmed. The climax of the hunt was immortalized in the name of the final village, Puliyadithammam, Puli for tiger, Adi meaning beaten or felled, and Thammam indicating a small water body. The animal lost its life that day, but its frantic, zigzagging attempt to survive left behind a trail of names that the local community still carries to this very day. Look at this stretch of land today. Kattupuli, Pulickanmoi, Valaiyampatti, Puliyadithammam. They are interconnected by a single thread, the exact path of one fleeing animal. Geography acts as a living canvas for human memory. It makes you wonder what forgotten epic is hiding in plain sight behind the name of your own hometown. Go ask the elders. You might be standing on a story.